Okay, welcome to Alaska. Ito ang Alaska, ayan. Okay, lamig. Malakas wind chills dito. Mukhang parang bagyo. Pero sa atin yun, considered na binabagyo na to yung ganito. Pero dito, normal lang yan.
Yes, vlogger.
Yes.
So, we need a code babe. Parang Ketchikan 380A.
Ha?
380A.
Okay.
Dapat may sign.
Hindi ka ba nagsombrero? Magsombrero ka sana. Ayos talaga. Very ready.
Of course.
Oo, nagdala ng bote ng tubig, di ginamit. Nagdala ng sombrero, winala. Yan ang babe ko. Oo. Yan ang girlfriend ko. Ano yun? Yan yung mga numbers, babe. Oh. Ano?
Ketchikan 380A.
Ketchikan 380A. Saya. Next.
380.
Okay. Ayan o, 380. Historical Ketchikan walking tour. You gotta show the to them.
Second tour is a lot larger. First one, small group. Ah, excellent. Small group is good.
Huh? Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I think he wants to show you something.
Next are clip tickets. We only have 6 in our group today, so this is most of them. Hi, too.
Hello.
Hi. The second group will be 24. Less shouting on my part. I like it on the early tour, so we're just waking up. It's easier for us to duck in for a cup of coffee. It isn't. The weather's a lot worse in different parts of the town right now. When I left my house just a couple minutes ago, it was dumping rain bad. I was a little worried. I thought it was going to be like that down here.
Zipline tour.
Alright. Pwede ikaw mag-haas na para maitago ko na.
Alrighty folks, well my name's Billy. I'll be with you for the next 90 minutes. I am born and raised right here in Southeast Alaska. I'm a local native. My father is a full-blooded Tlingit. He was raised in the old ways. My dad's parents, my grandparents did not speak English. They didn't have running water, didn't have electricity. So my father had a very traditional upbringing. The way we say it is he was the last generation born speaking our language. And so from my father, I have a very traditional upbringing on my part as far as teaching me the culture and learning about my people and who exactly what the people are. And then my mother is Irish, Swedish, and Norwegian. So I kind of have an interesting mix there across the board. Today we're going to start our tour right here on Berth 4. We're going to be going through what's called Newtown, going through the tunnel, going through Old Town, ending our tour right there on Creek Street. I do see the tide is high enough. There will be salmon in the river, and there's a very high chance we'll see some seals hunting the salmon. It's like a 95% chance we'll see them. They're almost always in that river once the tide's up. But with that, let's go ahead and get moving. I want to get to the other side of the street where the weather's nice.
Okay.
So questions. I highly encourage questions. If you want to hear more about something, please ask away. It does make for a better tour. All right, you guys have a great day.
Okay.
We're gonna go see Toto's, bears. All right. This is one of the last ships.
Oh, one of the last
what?
One of the last ships.
Celebration day for me. This is my last tour day.
All right.
I manage the Cape Fox Lodge and restaurant as my day job. I do this on my days off. I haven't had a day off since May 1st. wife says I did it to myself. Yeah, Diane just called me. Diane. There's my shoes one right here. I grew up a little bit further north, up by Juneau.
Gusto mo ng gloves?
Dito lang siya.
Hawakan ko to eh.
Hindi lang mamaya siguro kasi umuulan. Hindi naman ako nilalagay.
So, this A-frame above us. I just want to touch on this.
Okay.
This A-frame above us
Sorry.
is a representation of the coastal fisheries that used to be here in the area. So there was one right here in this spot. They tore it down about 70, 80 years ago. And when they did, they didn't know what they were going to do with the timber. It was still good wood. So they kept it around just in case they were going to use it. The rafters and the big, huge beams are all wood from the original coastal fishery that was right here in this spot. You can see the drill holes and the weird spots on the big pieces of wood, the weird saw marks. That's all from where this wood originally was. So this roof is about the size of a coastal fishery. It's just not as long. It would have been 2, 3, 4 times longer. And there would have been a assembly line going right down the middle, people working on either side of it. So we had 11 coastal fisheries here in our heyday. At the peak of canning salmon on this island, we had 11 running at one time, and we canned over 2 million pounds of salmon in one day on a peak day. So we canned more salmon than pretty much the entire West Coast combined. That's why we claim the title of the king salmon capital of the world. So there are a couple sayings that the locals have here. One of them is eat what you can what you can't. Another one is friends don't let friends eat farm fish. And there's a couple reasons behind that. We're probably going to ruin farm salmon for some of you here. One of them is not as much nutrients in the farm salmon. Another one is we don't really know what it does to the human body. It's only been around like 10, 15 years. So people really don't know the effects of eating farm salmon. And then the last part, the color of the meat of the farm salmon is the same color as this big beam right above us. They inject it with orange dyes before it goes to the supermarket, and that's how it gets into the milk. But when they harvest it, it looks just like that. So the island that we're on, this is Revela Gagado. It was named that in 1792 by Spanish explorers. This island is the 12th largest island in the United States of America. We're just a little bit smaller than Rhode Island. It's about 50 miles long and 35 miles wide at its widest point. About 12,000 people live here in the summertime, maybe 11,000 in the winter. But on a big cruise ship day, before cruise ships on the dock, 2 cruise ships out in the water tendering, there'll be about 14,000 tourists here on a big cruise ship day. So you over double our population and outnumber us on a very busy day. That does answer the question of what's the number 1 source of commerce. Tourism. Absolutely.
Dapat pala may casing tayo ng parakan.
Oo nga, babe, napansin ko nga.
Great with the northern states. Another cool thing about the Sitka spruce is the spruce tips themselves. In the springtime, when the spruce tips sprout, they are edible. They're a very light green color, almost like a neon green. All the needles point straight forward. They are a superfood. They're packed full of vitamin C, packed full of minerals, packed full of vitamins. And we actually provided the early gold rush, the early miners, the ones that were making the railroads, they were coming down with scurvy. So they needed something to combat that because they weren't eating properly. So the natives did provide them with spruce tips, which helped combat that disease for them, or that illness. But like any superfood, it tastes really bad. It tastes horrible. But it is very good for you. Like everything else in the world, we have turned it into beer. There are some bars here in town, I'll point them out. The Asylum's one of them. They do sell the spruce tip beer. Barber Street. Barber Street's very unique because it starts on this first step and ends on that yellow door. One person lives on Barber Street. Only one person. And Bayview Street, the other one I was talking about, starts halfway up Barber Street and continues on up that way. So the big question is parking, Markdale Park. Like this parking spot here, I believe, is owned by that house. So these 4 spots are owned by houses, which means most of these people have to park right here on the main street, which means they have to buy a permit from the city in order to park there. And then it's not guaranteed, it's public parking, so anyone can park there. You might lose your spot to park a mile down. But that is one of the problems with living in a town where everything's built on foot. Parking, parking, parking. Then the next chief of one of the Haida clans, one of the Haida people. He is the hereditary bloodline for the next chief. We would still follow his look. Well, I mean, you know, it's made up of shale and granite. Shale and granite is the whole island. Shale is a pretty soft rock. It's not very sturdy. I mean, I can pick it off here in most spots. It's made of dirt and mud compressed over thousands of years. You'll see there's been drilling that's gone on here. That's where they dropped in blasting rods in order to blast out the face of the rock and create sidewalks, roads. Nothing in this town was easy. We have 35 miles of paved road from end to end. It's called the Tongass National Highway. I'm really not sure why it's a national highway. It doesn't go anywhere. It's dead end on both sides. But most of the road, we had to blast out rock in order to create it. So this whole island, either blowing up rock or floating over water. A lot of hard work went into building this town.
Oh, it's raining. Dirty Dungy. Yun yung ano.
Dirty Dungy.
Yung pwede daw na kumain.
Ang galing eh. May mga tanong. That's the oldest barn. Overlooking it. The Arctic barn.
They have that apparel for sale in their store. So that is a great souvenir to bring home. Hats, t-shirts, sweaters.
And there's Papa on top.
And then the Asylum Bar is #1 rated bar in Alaska. It has 35 beers on tap for $33.50 a beer. You can definitely find a Screw Strip IPA there. One of the neat things is later on once all the stores open, you can sit down, order a beer there, but you can order food from 3 different restaurants and they'll deliver it to you on foot. Oh, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the neat things about living over there is that there's no public transportation. So the only way for them to come across is by their own skiff. So things like school. If the kids need to come to school in the morning and the weather's really bad, they do get excused absences because it's not safe to come across the bay. The carving we have here, that carving is a welcoming gift to anyone who comes to Ketchikan. It was carved by the master carver Nathan Jackson. He carved it just for you. It is called Ketchikan. It means thundering wings. And that is the second version of this coin. The first one was put up in 1992. This one was put up about 4 or 5 years ago. So it's the second version of this coin. And like I said, Nathan Jackson specifically carved it as a welcoming gift to all the guests who come to town. It's in the museum now. Yeah, they put it away into a museum. The leg even a higher power. We called it Dion Kawu was the name, and it meant kind of like the one above all. But it was more of an acknowledgement. It wasn't an actual religion. We didn't have a religion based around it where we worshipped the higher power or anything. We just acknowledged there was something greater than us. The brick building is our police station. This blue building used to be our fire station. It's now the First City Players. That's where the theater, ballet, the arts go on. That big ugly building in the background, that's our state building. You don't go there for anything you want to go there for. That's where the courthouse is, the DMV. That's where you get married. Over here we have the Improved Order of Redmen. I really don't know what that sign means. And then he has a big feather headdress on. I'm really not sure what that's all about either. But I have been told by my uncle a lot of good things happen in that building. Fighting for equal rights for the natives. Trying to get us the same rights as everyone else, get treated the same as everyone else. There's actually a lady in our history called Elizabeth Pratovich. Elizabeth Pratovich fought tooth and nail to make sure that our children got the same education as everyone else. And she desegregated our schools right around 1941. So to honor this great woman for everything she did for us, for her people too, she was a native, we created a day called Elizabeth Pratovich Day, February 16th. And on Elizabeth Pratovich Day, we honor her by not going to school. We honor her the whole week though. It's not just that day. The whole week we learn about her and what she did. This particular group is fed by a few of the stores here. And the store right there that you see that says Crickets, I saw the craziest thing. I've lived here 23 years. I've never seen it before. I saw him going to work for the first time. And when he pulled up and got out of his car, the pigeons are normal. This is the red light district.
Red light district.
You've already seen the water. There are 4 kinds of salmon.
Oh yeah, over there.
Very unusual because a river normally only has 1 or 2 kinds of salmon.
There's one over there.
Hey, we got one guy hanging out here. Some seals might come through and pop up.
Oh.
This is where they do a lot of their hunting.
There are salmons over there too.
Does have a Tlingit name. The Tlingit name for this river is Ithli Chun. Ithli Chun. That is the trail the married men would take to the brothels. The women of these brothels charged them double, and the way they knew they were married was the mud on their boots from walking through the forest. Now I want to do some points of interest real quick before we wrap this up. Soho Coho, I already pointed that out. That's that pink building. If you are interested in getting a bite to eat and a nice beautiful view, the Cape Fox Lodge restaurant up there has a tram that takes you up. The tram is $3, but if you eat in the restaurant, they will refund your tram ticket. There's also a coffee shop up there, and there's 6 totem poles out in front of the lodge called the Council of Clans. And a great place to get photos, great photo opportunity right there. I say I think it's a really good place to go because there's also Tlingit artifacts on the 2nd floor up there. Another